This is our online First Solemn Communion class. Welcome. Hello everyone, welcome back. Today we're going to be talking about who is God, because he needs an introduction.
I thought you said you would introduce me!
I think Marilyn needs to be introduced now too.
Hello everyone, I'm Marilyn the Catechetical Puppet. Wow, how did you get those words down there? You're getting good, Father Bo. Anyway, I'm the Marilyn Puppet. And, I like telling stories, and I like playing with kids. And I want to be a movie star. That's why I want to be on this YouTube video. What else should I tell them, Father Bo?
Well, Marilyn, maybe you can tell them where you're from. How did you become a catechetical puppet? And what exactly is catechetical puppet?
Well, a catechetical puppet is, someone like me who's a puppet and who helps teach the faith. I'm here so that I can help people learn about Jesus and the Father and the Holy Spirit and learn stuff about what we as Ukrainian Catholics and other Catholics believe and do. That's my main job. And, well, I was originally made for a guy named Father David. But Father David used me a bunch of times, and then he became Bishop David. And he had to find some priest who was crazy enough to keep using me. And so he gave me to Father Bo because he's pretty crazy. Oh, sorry, Father Bo.
That's perfectly all right, Marilyn. I think it's true. Anyway, we're here to talk about God today.
Father Bo, once I heard someone say that God's not real.
Well, a lot of people have a hard time understanding who God is or even recognizing him because God can't be sensed with our regular senses, at least not normally. We can't see him, we can't hear him, we can't smell or taste or touch him because God is spirit. But that doesn't mean we can't know that God is real because we can feel him in a different way. We can experience him. Think of it kind of like this. Do you love your mom or your dad? Or both, hopefully. Well, do you really think that that love is real? You're probably saying yes right now, but what exactly is love? Can you see love? Can you feel it? Can you taste it? Can you hear it? Can you touch it? Well, you can't really see or taste or feel or sense love in any kind of way, except kind of in your heart. You know it's real because you experience it. You have a relationship with love. And so too, we do with God. We know God is real, not because we can touch him, but we know God is real because we have a relationship with him. And if we don't have a relationship, we can start doubting. It's just like someone who doesn't know how to love and doesn't feel loved might even question, is love a real thing? But the more we enter into it, the more we understand and know that love is real and that God is real. That's right, Father Bo. And we also know a lot about God, not only from our own experiences, but from the experiences of others and what's written in the Bible. We know that God is eternal and all-loving and all-knowing. He is incredible beyond anything we can understand. I think what I need to do is to draw you a picture of how I understand God. Now, I think of God kind of like a garden hose. Here's a YouTube clip of some kid drinking from the hose. God is not a garden hose, but God's like a garden hose in a way. You'll notice that the hose is always pouring, is always giving forth water. Well, our God is kind of like that. He's always pouring forth living water. He's pouring forth love. He's pouring forth himself. And everyone who's thirsty can drink from it. And it never stops. You can turn off a garden hose, but you can't turn off God. Well, that love that keeps coming from God, it's got to go somewhere. So where does it go? Now let's draw this picture. Now God is like the hose, so here's the end of the hose, and this is God. Now, with his flowing forth of love and with energy, that all comes out and creates the stars and the planets. It flows out and creates and blesses all the plants that are found on the earth, all the birds that are found in the air and on top of the water. It also creates and blesses all things that say moo and creep upon the earth, even if they have no legs. He creates and he blesses people. And he blesses and loves the Rough Riders and everything that is visible and things that aren't even visible. God's energy flows out of him, and that love creates, that love maintains, and that love blesses. And so God is eternally pouring himself out and loving the whole world.
Wait a minute, Father Bo, are you saying God created the Rough Riders?
Well, I'm not saying God created the Rough Riders, but God certainly loves the Rough Riders. God created all of us, each and every single person. And he loves all of us, every football team and every person. I think he likes the Rough Riders the most, though. Okay then, maybe it's time for us to do our homework. Question number 1 is God real? Number 2, can we normally sense God? Number 3, can we experience God? Number 4, in this video, I said that God is eternal and all-loving and all-knowing, that he's incredible and beyond anything we can... Can you fill in that blank? Number 5, Father Bo says that God is always flowing with love, just like a hose flows with water when it's turned on. What else always gives and gives and gives? Do you think you can think of something? Number 6, which football team does Father Bo cheer for? Number 7, when Bizbug was skydiving today, what was his secret message? And the last one's gonna take a little bit more effort. With your parents, I want you to read the first letter of John, chapter 4, verses 7 and 8 together. Then think about it. How does this passage make you feel? As usual, just email me the answers. And that's our class for today. Can't wait to join you next time. This is our online First Solemn Communion class.